the more you save, then the faster you are able to retire. Pag tumataas ang income, dapat hindi tumataas ang lifestyle. I mean, sure, you can gift yourself every now and then with bags, signature bags that you want to, pero ang ibig ko sabihin, pag tumaas ang income mo, then tataas, lalaki ng bahay mo, or gaganda na yung kotse mo. Hindi naman kailangan yon.
Siguro yung question ko, kasi you mentioned that nag 20 years ka in the service. I assume that's nursing. Is that
That's
correct?
nursing, and I'm still practicing, and magre-retire ako in 2 years.
Congratulations. Siguro to our kababayans who are nurses or maybe in the medical field, ano yung payo mo sa kanila, especially if they also want to journey like a story like yours na magre-retire sa Pilipinas?
Oh, yung mga gustong mag-retire sa Pilipinas, ang payo sana, nurses really make good money here. And I personally don't try to, I don't have lifestyle inflation. Kumbaga, I can probably afford to be in a better home, pero I just stay in this kasi, it's it suits our needs, and I pay less. So, pag tumataas ang income, dapat hindi tumataas ang lifestyle. I mean, sure, you can gift yourself every now and then with bags, signature bags that you want to, pero ang ibig ko sabihin, pag tumaas ang income mo, then tataas, lalaki ng bahay mo, or gaganda na yung kotse mo. Hindi naman kailangan yon. You know, hindi lang tayo maapektuhan ng lifestyle inflation, then mas makakatipid tayo para kung ang end goal natin manirahan sa Pilipinas, then maybe we can even retire earlier kasi mas marami tayong na-save. Stressful lang nursing eh. So, stress can kill. Pwede kang magkasakit dahil sa stress. And so the sooner you leave a stressful job, the better for you. So the more you save, then the faster you are able to retire. Kung hindi ka nag-lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation is bad eh, but I see it a lot. The huge homes that some of the nurses have, the cars that they use. Not that it's bad to have good cars, but if it's just trying to be among the Jonases, para lang na, unfortunately, we are judged according to our status or according to what we have, which is bad. Like kung naka-Rolex ka or naka-Mercedes ka or whatever. But I try not to be affected by that. Probably that's the reason why will be able to retire earlier. Hindi naman masyado ako maaga magre-retire. Earlier lang than most. Ang maaga retirement ko, nag-retire ka 45 or 50. Ako 60 na. Inintay ko yung pension ko. Isa pa rin yun sa frugality ko.
Yeah. And wise rin kasi yun eh, na at least if you retire, yung money na papasok sa nursing ay ma-replace nung pension money. So kumbaga it's just very strategic what you did. Sinabi mo yung lifestyle inflation. Sabi mo nga na you try not to really keep up with the Jonases. And unfortunately, marami tayong mga kababayan na dahil umokay na yung trabaho nila sa abroad, yung pagka nag-post sila sa FB, ito yung travel, ito yung bag nila, ito yung ginagawa nila, which for me, dapat you do it not to please people. You do it kasi gusto mo, pero hindi sana ma-please yung tao. Minsan yun yung at least mas nag-aggravate pa eh. What's your advice to our kababayans, mga OFWs na hindi masilaw in terms of lifestyle inflation or hindi nila kailangan patunayan yung sarili nila sa mga gastos nila?
I don't know. I mean, let's say, halimbawa lang. Halimbawa, gusto nyong bumili ng mamahaling sasakyan. That would cost you a fortune, let's just say. Alam mo yan, mga yan, kahit anong bagay, any material thing has a fleeting pleasure that gives anyone eh. Pagkatapos ng isang buwan, parang, may Rolex na ako, parang hindi na importante. Parang, it doesn't excite you anymore. So probably I would say, kung gusto nilang bumili ng Porsche, let's say na over 100,000. Siguro mag-rent muna sila for a month and then try to feel how it ano. And I bet you na after a month, mawawala na excitement nila at magpapasalamat sila na they only rented and maybe spent.
So as we are talking about retirement, at least in your case, in 2 years' time, what were the steps that you did, especially financially, to be able to retire at that age? And ano yung mga big sacrifices, at least yung very memorable sacrifices?
Ang sacrifices namin is, yun nga yung nasabi ko, hindi kami nagta-travel. You know, before I became a nurse here in the States, I was with an airline company in the Philippines. So I traveled a lot. I traveled a lot for free kasi benefit yun ng where I work, no? Dahil nasa airlines ako. And then I left the airlines, I came here, and then I studied nursing. Studying nursing pa lang is the biggest sacrifice of all. For you to study with two young kids that you're taking care of, and then you're a wife, and then I work full time, that is the biggest sacrifice. Ang hirap-hirap pala nun, and I don't know how I survived it. You know, I would wake up at 3:30 in the morning to study, and then at 6:30 kailangan na yung mga bata ayusin to school, and then I would work from 8 to 4, and then at 5 I'm in school until 9. And then I would go to the grocery at 9:30 para may kakainin kami kung may kulang kaming mga grocery items sa bahay. And then I would sleep and then start again at 3:30 in the morning. And I did that for like 3 years. So that was the biggest sacrifice, to be able to uplift our life here. Kasi if I did not shift career, I shifted career strategically because I know nursing provides better income than other professions. And since I was in the medical field when I was in school, meron ako talagang inclination for healthcare. So that was my biggest sacrifice. And with doing that, it took away a lot of time from my children who are in their formative years. My daughter would tell me, my second daughter would tell me, Mom, I remember you, you're always in the basement, you're always studying. But I did that, with a goal of living better. And then also, parang example na rin sa mga anak ko na kahit na may asawa ko, it's never too late, you keep studying. And nagtsatsaga ako. So that was really one big sacrifice. But because of that, it improved our life after I graduated. The year I graduated, the succeeding school year, pumasok naman yung asawa ko. Siya naman yung nag-nursing school. So sacrifice na naman yon sa kanya naman. So all that, it took a while. It took mga 6, 7 years before we are finally done. And then we had better financial standing. So, ano bang tanong mo? Nakalimutan ko na. Am I answering your question? That's the biggest
Yeah,
sacrifice
yeah,
I could think of.
that's
Kasi
the sacrifice.
hirap na hirap ako talaga noon. And then, ang hirap ang ipasa ng nursing. And there would be time na I'm almost failing. So, ang naging mantra ko noon, C equals RN. Kasi I've been an honor student all my life from elementary, high school, and then college. Magaganda rin ang grades ko. Pero sa nursing dito, probably because I'm a working mom and I'm a full-time working mom and then I'm in school at night. Yung grades ko, I couldn't maintain it at a high grade, so that eroded my ego. But eventually, man, C equals RN, natapos ko din. So that, yeah. Mag-aral
Yeah.
kayo. If there's something that you can do to improve your life, do it. If it means going back to school, do it. Lalo na dito sa Amerika. America, you can say a lot of things about it, but one thing is certain, that there's no age discrimination. You can start at any point. I had classmates nung nasa nursing school ako, or in their 50, they're 55 years old, and yet they're going back to nursing, no?
Yeah. And I can just only imagine yung hirap that what you did, you waking up 3 o'clock
Yeah,
to
parang
study.
hindi ko na magagawa ulit yun.
Yeah. Pero it's really your drive in changing the narrative, your story, the trajectory of your family. May
Oo.
sakripisyo talaga eh. Kasi kung
Oo.
hindi ka nagsakripisyo nun, eventually may magsasakripisyo, either yung family mo or yung mga daughter mo, which you don't want. Which you don't